Hi YouTube. I just finished making a video on the other channel, and now I am checking out the ponds. I had to go ahead and rebury those. There was 3 of them that I had in the same pot. I got my more baskets or pots or whatever you want to call them, and I went ahead and put them in there. And I think this is pretty much how they're going to be spaced out, at least for now. This one's fully loaded, as you can see, and it's got the Vallisneria in there because the Vallisneria was having some algae problems, getting a lot of algae on it. So I moved it in here so it'd get some shade. I thought it needed the sun, but apparently maybe this will be enough. I don't know. So it is down there. We'll see how it grows long term. But yeah, basically this is gonna be the setup that I have here. Got horsetail rush in the back, middle there. Then an iris on both sides. And then this is another, supposed to be a, taller plant. Maybe not quite as tall as the irises and the horsetail rush, but it's lobelia. This is aquatic mint, which is supposed to grow a little bit taller also. I'm having a hard time. This is, I think, variegated water celery, but I'm not sure about that. I think it's just supposed to kind of bush out and grow over the surface, similar to this, which is this, I can't remember if that's golden bells. Maybe that's golden bells. And this is hydrocodal, crystal ball hydrocodal, I think is how you said this one. And this guy, I'm really not sure, but that was one of the medium-sized growers that I moved from the other basket. Spread them out. So yeah, basically have tall growing, semi-tall growing, medium growing. So maybe a foot tall, 2 foot tall max. If it's really stretching for light. Same with the aquatic mint, I think. Or no, the aquatic mint is a semi-tallish, I think, maybe 2 foot or more. And then this one is also supposed to not really grow out too tall. They're not it's not like these are exactly the same height on that, so it's going to be completely symmetrical or anything. I'm not that crazy, but I kind of tried to space it out to where the lower things be in front so you could see everything good, and it gives it a good three-dimensional aspect. We'll just have to see how it grows in return. And then in this one, which is a little more algae filled, if you guys can't tell, just green, just starting to turn green. So yeah, but there are shrimp in here and stuff, and I got some white clouds on the way. I'm gonna put the white clouds in this one, in the one with because it'll just help the plants more keep up with the algae. Algae will grow better when you don't have fish sitting there releasing carbon dioxide for the plants. These top plants are gonna not really be limited by that, but if I have the Vallisneria under there and I got a little bit of moss in there and stuff like that, that stuff will definitely be limited by the amount of CO2 in the water. And that's another reason I put this duckweed in here. So this is kind of like a plug on duckweed right here. If you guys are oh, I started a summer tub and I put a bunch of plants in and I thought it wouldn't get algae, which is kind of what I was trying to do, put so many plants that it just doesn't grow any algae. And it's kind of like an experiment. I pretty much figured that it would grow algae. I'd kind of already assumed that, being in, it's in direct sunlight. I mean, you guys can tell, look at the difference here. That's a pretty big difference of light there. But yeah, I put the fish in this one, I think, and just leave that one to be shrimp only. And I'm probably gonna get, this is from the chameleon plant, and I kind of was digging around on it to see if it was okay. I think it died. It was the root system was basically rotted out, all soft and stuff, and I was yeah, that's not gonna fly. So I'm gonna get another chameleon plant. And when I get this one, I think I just put that one deeper into the pond. I think when I get this one and finish with the year, I'm going to get a pool, a small pool, a little kiddie pool thing, and either take it inside in my basement or something like that. My basement already semi-floods. It doesn't really flood, but there's a little bit of water down there. The pump just runs and gets it out, but it shouldn't be an issue to have a little pool down there. and I'll just put those down there, and it shouldn't, my pipes never freeze up or anything like that in the winter, so it should be at least warmer than outside. Should be better in the basement. I think that'll keep them alive. I see a wasp over there. I probably need to spray that. Just don't like spraying around the ponds. Just try to be careful about that. But yeah, guys, if you guys have duckweed or access to other floating plants and your pond's starting to get a bunch of algae, I removed a bunch of it by hand too. I'm not saying that that's not an option, but it was just starting to get a little crazy, and I was like, I'll just put duckweed in it. I wasn't gonna put duckweed in this pond so I could just get like crazy plant growth, but I kind of thought that it might be a little bit of a tall order because it's quite a bit of sun right here, you know. So yeah, I think it's gonna be okay though. I put a bunch of duckweed in there, and I got a little bit more. I might bring some more out later. I jumbled up a big handful of it and threw it in there. But yeah, guys, the ponds have quite a few plants in them, and I'm gonna spread that Vallisneria out. I have 5 containers for it. There's 5 sprigs of it, and they're gonna be in all those little contoured containers, and I'll just probably try to put them in the middle, and they'll grow pretty tall, so at least I'll have something growing in the middle. It won't be as pretty as lilies, but just when I was looking at the price of lilies, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep them alive all year round and stuff, I was like, okay, well, we'll invest in these other plants that I know I'm going to be able to keep alive first, because like the irises did so good last year, so I just went for all kinds of stuff that was like, hey, it's hardy till this zone, it's hardy till that zone. So I was, you know, obviously everything in here should survive, and anything that I think will not survive, I'm going to just take it inside and put it in the pool this year. So yeah, I will get back to you guys when I'm going to get like 2 more plants, probably like a chameleon plant and like 1 more medium grower, or I might even get 2 low growers. So like a chameleon plant, 1 other super low grower, and then 1 other medium grower for right there. That's kind of like what I'm trying to do with the setup. So then it looks kind of even, you know. Carly, look at her. She wants to drink out of it. I think she, anyway, I'm gonna stack these cinder blocks up so that way she's not doing that. Maybe she'll just climb up on the cinder blocks and take a drink. But she knows better than to get in it. You can see that. So, I mean, if I stack them up high enough that they'll take drinks, it's not like they're gonna go swimming, they'll just drink out of it. So it'll be fine. I think I'm gonna do that because that minimizes the risk of them falling in it. Because I seen a couple days ago, some of those leaves over there on the arrowhead plant were like all bent up, and yeah, I wonder if it wasn't her jumping in trying to get a drink and then she like fell into the basket, but the basket kept her from drowning, basically. Freaking crazy. But if she's gonna do it anyway, she just used that cinder block to do it, but she did it before there were cinder blocks there. It's not tall enough off the ground for her to not jump up there. She literally gets on top of my roof, and I'm not really sure how she does it, so yeah, I'm not gonna be able to keep her out of them, so I might as well just stack them up so she doesn't get herself hurt. But yeah, I didn't really go around what the plants are in here, but the back ones are horsetail rush and 2 irises on the sides, just like on the other one, but they're different variations of iris, so they'll have different color flowers on them. And I'm not sure about what all the colors of everything, of all the flowers. It was like way too much stuff to keep track of, so I'll just see long term what color the flowers turn, and then I'll move stuff around accordingly. But this will mostly be how it is. But the arrowhead plant is there. That survived pretty good from last year. This guy is one of those medium growers, and I'm honestly not sure. I probably told you guys in the other video what it was if I remembered. And then I'm not sure what this guy is either, but it's a tall grower. So yeah, that's all. I guess I didn't have very much else to tell you guys. Hopefully you guys have a good day on YouTube. If you want to check out the other channel, I'll just, I don't know, comment or something, and I'll let you guys know what it is. But hopefully you guys have a good day on YouTube. Enjoy your night. Peace.